Hello again, friends, and welcome into another edition of Wrestling with Rusty right here on YouTube for August 3rd, 2024. Welcome in to those that have been here to the channel before. To those who have not, please like the videos on the channel and subscribe. It's now full-time pro wrestling. It used to be a bunch of anything regarding to sports in general, but now it's full-time pro wrestling. So tell your friends to subscribe, like the videos on the channel, and give me your positive and negative comments. For those of you asking my political views on Trump versus Harris, this is not a political channel, but I will say that I will vote for anybody but the 34 convicted felon Donald Trump. I'll vote for a damn dog before I'd vote for Donald Trump. But anyway, this video is not about President Pigshit, Donald Trump. It's about Abdullah the Butcher and his latest scam that I believe he is perpetrating on people. Special thanks to special investigator of the channel, Raymond Tipton from Johnson City, Tennessee. Raymond, thank you for your past, present, future support, even if you do support President Pigshit. But that being said, this video is about Abdullah the Butcher. Abdullah is a lying piece of motherfucking shit. I met him in 1999 at the NWA convention in Charlotte, North Carolina. He was an asshole to me, an asshole to many others, and most within the wrestling business. If you ask them about Abdullah the Butcher, they'll say Abdullah was a marginal talent and sometimes a great heel in pro wrestling, but personally was an asshole and a scammer. And I would not suggest that anybody donate $1 to the GoFundMe page of Abdullah the Butcher. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I didn't go check Raymond's facts, but Raymond has never steered me wrong. I didn't want to go to the GoFundMe page and see why Abdullah was raising his money, because frankly, I don't give a shit. I'm reporting this for two reasons. One, because of my love and respect and admiration for Raymond Tipton, and number two, anytime I get to bash Abdullah the Butcher for anything, it's always a good day. Abdullah the Butcher, I went up to him and asked for an autograph. He was an asshole to me, followed by an asshole to a bunch of other people. And if you don't want to be asked for autographs, here's a novelty concept. Don't take the fucking payoff for going to wrestling conventions if you don't want to be confronted by wrestling fans. And by the way, for the record, if there was no wrestling fans, there would be no need for pro wrestlers to go to wrestling conventions. Hello? Duh. I don't know what else to say. I don't know anybody that has anything good to say about Abdullah the Butcher, past, present, or future. The other thing I will say is that Abdullah the Butcher currently is in Charlotte, North Carolina this weekend for the final version of the Gathering, which is the NWA and WWF Legends Fan Fest in Charlotte, North Carolina this weekend, August 2nd through the 4th, I think it is, in Charlotte, North Carolina at the University Hilton. And Abdullah the Butcher is there in Charlotte. If he showed up, that is. He was scheduled to be there. I don't know if he's actually there or not, but if he showed up, he was scheduled to be there. So if he's so sick or anything, why is he at the NWA Legends Fan Fest? So I would encourage you guys not to donate $1 to Abdullah the Butcher, past, present, or future. He was also found liable many years ago for giving Devin Nicholson, the independent wrestler known as Hannibal from Hannibal TV, hepatitis C, and he has been known to use dirty forks in wrestling matches and dirty razor blades before the Devin Nicholson issue and after the Devin Nicholson issue when Abdullah was a wrestler. So I have no respect for Abdullah, past, present, or future, except for in the 70s and 80s, he was a good heel wrestler. But not only myself, but many others that I know in the wrestling business have zero respect for Abdullah the Butcher. And I told you guys, I don't get paid for this. I do this as a labor of love. And I'm not going to bullshit anybody and tell you something that's not true. And if you want me to blow smoke up your ass, then pay me. But if you're not paying me, then I'm going to tell you the truth. And the truth is, you should never trust anything that Abdullah the Butcher says, past, present, or future. Thank you very much again, Raymond Tipton, for the tip. And please remember to like the videos and subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends to subscribe. And that's going to do it for me, Rusty. I'm out of here. We'll see you next time for another edition of Wrestling with Rusty right here on YouTube and Facebook. And remember, do not donate to the Abdullah the Butcher latest scam to get money. By the way, before I close this out, he was on Dark Side of the Ring months ago complaining that he could not read. Well, I think it was many other people. I don't know who, but let's just say he was telling the truth about being able not to read. Well, how did he sign autographs all these years for people when he did feel like signing autographs? Why is he at NWA Legends or the Gathering Legends Fan Fest right now, assuming he showed up, signing autographs if he can't read and write? Does that make sense to you? And if he lied about that, what else is he lying about? You guys don't, some of you don't know these people the way I do. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying that there are good people in the world and there are bad people in the world. And wrestling is no different. As a matter of fact, wrestling has more bad people in it than it does good people. And so does politics. I'm not registered to vote now, but when I was, I tried to vote the person and not the party. And if you apply that same theory to wrestling, then you got to look at these people as the wrestling characters. And if they did good in the ring, you praise their wrestling character. But if you know anything about them outside of the ring and they're bad people, you have an obligation to tell that too. Much like I respect Ric Flair for all his accomplishments in pro wrestling, but I do not respect Ric Flair as a human being. He's a sorry piece of shit. Along with Abdullah the Butcher, better known as Larry Shreve. That's Abdullah the Butcher's real name. But that's going to do it for me, Rusty. I'm out of here. We'll see you next time for another edition of Wrestling with Rusty right on YouTube and Facebook. Remember to like the videos on the channel, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to go to Pro Wrestling Tees and buy the Don Kernodle commemorative t-shirt. All funds go toward the family of Don Kernodle, Wally Kernodle, his brother, and to pay some expenses for the death of Don Kernodle of suicide in May of 2021. That's going to do it for me, Rusty. I'm out of here. We'll see you next time for another edition of Wrestling with Rusty right here on YouTube and Facebook. Take care, everybody. God bless. And don't vote for Donald Trump and don't donate to Abdullah the Butcher for anything. Take care, everybody. God bless.